to the episode 2 of the Art of Laziness book. So, in this video, we'll be starting with the episode number 2 and we'll begin with part 1 mindset. In the last episode number 1, we have covered the whole introduction part. If you haven't watched that video, please go and watch it. So, let's go and start this amazing part 1, which is mindset. So before starting this part, there is one quote which the author has shared with us. So let us read it first. If you spend your time chasing butterflies, they will fly away. But if you spend time making a beautiful garden, the butterflies will come. Don't chase, attract. And whichever line I will like the most, you guys know that I will highlight them. So yeah. See what the author is trying to say us here. You must have heard this quote on Instagram also, because it was getting so popular day by day on Instagram, like back a few months ago, I think so. Never mind. Okay. So what the author is saying here. Author is saying that, see, don't chase the things, okay? Don't chase that, oh, butterfly is there, you are running after the butterfly. It means, see, if you want, let's say you want to clear any exam, so don't chase the exam. Like what I'm saying, what I'm trying to saying here, that don't just think about that exam. Don't just see that what is the pattern, okay, this is how I will study, this is my timetable, I will eat these all the things. Okay, so it means you're just chasing it, okay, you're not implementing. Are you getting my point? So attract. How you will attract? When you will start, when you will in the real time, when you will start studying for it, when you will start solving the PYQs, when you will bring discipline in yourself, that will attract. So do not just chase, okay, attract it. Simple as it. Let's move ahead. 100% responsibility. Let's get started. The price of greatness is responsibility. Winston Churchill. It's useless to blame something else for all your problems. You can blame your friends, family, spouse, or anyone else. Now, what do you mean by spouse? Spouse means husband and wife. We guys are having a lot of misconception. Sometimes when we see husband and wife together, we call them couple. But that is not a right word. Couple means boyfriend and girlfriend. So spouse is the right word. When you have to use a word for husband and wife, so use the word spouse, not couple. Couple is for boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay? The good thing that blaming others does that it make us feel good from the inside by convincing our mind that we can't do anything in this situation. But that's wrong. So see, we usually do these things whenever, like, let's say I wrote an exam and I didn't brought that good marks, okay, so now I will blame others. I will say, oh, you guys were not giving me the environment to study, you guys are always distracting me, always whenever I'm studying you are watching TV thereby. So what I'm doing, I'm giving this blame to the other people, to my family members. So now think for a second. I was really studying, really I was, okay. So do not just blame to the others. If you're blaming others, then what you are doing eventually with yourself. Here author has written that line, you will see. The good thing that blaming others, does it that make us feel good from inside by convincing our mind that we can't do anything in this situation? But that's wrong. I will read this line. Wait, the author has written the line, when you blame, when you have screwed up something by your own, but instead of blaming yourself, you're blaming to the other people, what it will cause. I will read further, then I will find that line thereby only. Alright. There is always something that you can do. Even if you can't change the situation, you can always do the best possible thing. Blaming others does nothing. It doesn't solve your problem. Let's say you blame your friends, family, job, or anything else for not having enough time to exercise. Now, author is giving us the example here, okay? Now, you're blaming your friends, your family, or a job, or any other thing that you don't get enough time to do exercise just because of these people or this particular thing. You can condemn the whole world. All the blame in the world will not help you find time to exercise. If you want to find a solution, you will find it. So let's just mark this line. If you want to find a solution, you will find it. All right? Take this line with you, all right, everybody? Because see, this is not a storybook. You have to understand this book and you have to implement this book in your life. Let's move ahead. It's not that a solution doesn't exist. It exists and you know it deep inside of your heart. I agree with this line like totally, like 101%. See, we think that the solution doesn't exist, but we know the reality that it exists inside our heart. Only action can help you achieve your goals, nothing else. No one can help you achieve your goals. Nobody cares if you are lazy or not. Nobody cares if you procrastinate or not. Nobody cares if you exercise or not. Now take a pause and let us understand this line. Okay. So see, see, whatever you are doing, it only depends on you. Right? Whatever you are choosing, whatever you are procrastinating, it totally depends on you. Not on your friend, not on your parents, not on your siblings, no one else. It's just you and you. Are you getting my point? So whenever you feel like this, nobody cares in this world. Nobody cares that whatever you are doing, like what the problem you're going through, nobody give a shit about this. Why would they care? Nobody cares. It would be best for you if you do the things for yourself. You must act. You find time. So I will also highlight this line. You must act. You must find time. It is easier to sit on the couch and watch TV than go for a run. It is easier to scroll on social media than to read a book. It is easier to procrastinate than to work hard. So please, now I don't think that I need to give any explanation here, because see, these lines, we can understand by own. See, we all do procrastination. We all we all find easier to scroll rather than to read a book. We sit on a couch and we love to watch a TV, right? But we can realize that what the mistake we are making. Our minds always goes towards the easier option. So see, our mind always goes towards the easy option, not easier, sorry, pardon me, easy option. Okay, you need to change it to choose the best choice for yourself, not the easy one. We blame all the time to avoid confronting our problems because it's super easy to blame. You blame someone else, and boom, you no longer think that maybe you can do something about it. Every action that you take or not take impacts your life. So see, every action that you take or not take impacts your life. So, next time you blame someone else for a problem, consider the consequences. Your future is in the hands of your present actions. So, your future is in the hands of your present actions. So, it means whatever you are doing today, okay, these things will impact your future. That, oh my god, what will be my future? My future will totally depend on today. All right? Don't even think about the past. It's already gone. There are only two things that the past can give you: lessons and regrets. So there are only two things that past can give you, which is lessons and regrets. Learn from the past, but don't let him have too much control over your life. Learn from your mistakes. There's nothing wrong with making a mistake. But if you keep repeating the same error, there is something wrong. Don't be stupid. Neither love nor hate mistakes. Okay? Now, the author is saying that neither love your mistakes nor hate them. Okay? If you hate mistakes, then you become fearful of them. If you start to overthink, it destroys your peace of mind. It doesn't allow you to take action. If you love mistakes, you start making more because you attract what you love. So, see, if you love mistakes, okay, if you love your, wait, if you love mistakes, you start making more because why? Because you attract what you love. Okay, so see what then amazing line the author has written, that see, you attract what you love. Just give me a second. I will highlight this with this color. Okay, so whatever you love, you're attracting those things constantly. If a mistake happens, learn from it and move on. Don't waste your time. If you are not moving forward, you are making a second mistake. So see, author is giving us a realization that see, dude, you're making the mistake again. How? Read it again. If a mistake happens, learn from it and move on. Don't waste your time. If you're not moving forward, you're making a second mistake. So let's suppose I made a mistake, and if I'm not moving on, then what I'm doing? I am again making that particular mistake. Are you seeing these lines? These are really impactful line. It seems to be really effortless, right? It seems to be really a piece of cake. But when you will go to the depth of these lines, then you will understand that, oh my goodness, these lines are really impactful. So please pause this video right now and just read out this line again and again. I will read it. Let's do it again. Don't waste your time. If you are not moving forward, you're making a second mistake. Harsh truths of life. If you're lazy, it's your fault. If you're unhappy, it's your fault. If you are a procrastinator, it's your fault. Now, author is giving us the harsh truth of our life, that if you're lazy, if you're unhappy, if you're keep doing procrastinating, then these are the not mistake of anybody else. It is your own mistake. What are you doing to gain by escaping from the responsibility? Nothing. If you want to change something about your life, you must fully know you are responsible for your actions. The things that you want to achieve can only be achieved by yourself. So, see, the things you want to achieve, just give me a second. I will mark this line gracefully where it is. The things that you want to achieve can only be achieved by yourself. Nobody else can do it for you. Complaining achieves nothing. It fills your mind with worry and negative thoughts. Overthinking and complaining all the time is terrible for a mental health. So if you're doing overthinking, complaining on something, any issue or anything else, you are just wasting your time and destroying your mental health. Okay? See, this is the harsh truth. We all know that we are doing these mistakes somewhere, but the author is making us realization that please do not continue these mistakes. You need to act. You can start today, or you can wait till tomorrow. The choice is yours. So now, I think this is a really, see, this, I agree, this is a very nice line, but this is a bit sarcastic way the author is giving us, that you need to act, but it totally depends on you. That you can start today or you can wait till tomorrow. Till tomorrow. I think this is going in a little bit sarcastic way. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So it means you need to start today, not tomorrow. This is a sarcastic way. I can just imagine, that he's not giving us a right direction, that start today. But in the next line, he's just saying that now is the best time. It means today, today, today. And more better is now, now, now. Chinese proverb. Mistakes are not as bad as you think. If it's okay, sorry. It's okay. that you made a mistake. When you are doing something, mistakes are bound to happen. It's normal. But you must take responsibility of your mistakes. You are responsible for all the actions that you do. Learn from your mistakes and move on. Speed is necessary. If you want to move forward with your life, you can't sit there and keep thinking about your mistakes. If you are not a lazy person who sits all day and does nothing, then mistakes will happen. Let me just mark this line. If you are not a lazy person who sits all day and does nothing, then mistakes will happen. So it means, like, throughout the day, you are just sitting, scrolling the reels, doing nothing, just wasting up your time. It means you are making the mistake again. You can't sit there afraid of making mistakes. You must jump into the unknown. Success does not consist in never making mistakes, but in never making same one a second time. I don't remember, but I will share this with you all. Like day before yesterday, I was scrolling on Instagram and a reel pop up in front of me, and the girl was saying that if you made a mistake for the very first time, then it was a mistake. But if you're repeating those mistakes, then it's not a mistake. It is the intention. Okay. And I can understand from these texts that this is what the author is trying to say. So if you're repeating the mistakes over and over, it means that is not a mistake. That is an intention. George Bernard Shaw. Okay. Stick to your business. The simple tip will make you more productive. Don't worry if it's not your business. If something does not affect you, don't worry about it. People are constantly worrying about things that don't impact them. Keep yourself focused on what is truly your concern. You are the most important person in your life. So make it your goal to do your best for yourself. Stop worrying about the other people's opinion. 99% of the opinions you hear are wrong and will not help you. Trust yourself. So, let's say I want to do something better in my future and I'm having multiple options. And I go in front of the other people, let's say my friends, family members, relatives, and I'm sharing these options with themselves and I'm asking their opinions. Okay, so see, asking opinion is all right. But if in somewhere in my deep inside, I've wanted to choose this option, but whenever I'm asking anybody's opinion and they are saying no, this option is not that good, I think you should go with this option. There are, see, author is giving us the fact, the data that 99% of the opinions you hear are wrong. All right. Keep your attention focused entirely on what is truly your concern and be clear that what belongs to others is their business, none of yours. He's saying that keep your attention focused entirely on what is truly your concern. It means keep your entire focus on yourself, not on the other people. Okay, see, okay, so just see that what belongs to you, not to the other people's. Nobody is coming to save you. The author has highlighted these lines that please keep these things in your mind. So, nobody is coming to save you. No one can change your life. Nobody has any interest in changing your life. Their own life is a mess. So, how can they change yours? You must do it yourself. It's in your own hands. You can be lazy and wait for others to help, but you will wait forever. Get this out of your head that somebody else can help you achieve your goals. Stop being dependent on other people. You have the power to choose whether you want to remain lazy or want to do something meaningful in life. So author is saying us that, see, it depends completely on you, that what you have to choose. Do not be dependent on anybody else. That if my sister will go for running, then only I will go. What the fuck is this? Okay, do not depend on anything else. It is completely in your hand. Here is a great fictional story of a farmer. Once there was a farmer. He had a wheat farm, but there was a sparrow nest in his wheat farm. And there were four little children of that sparrow in that nest. The sparrow used to go daily in the forest and feed her little children. One day, she returned from the forest. She found their children were terrified. Terrified means scared. She asked them what had happened and why they were so scared. They said the farmer had come here today and discussed wheat harvesting. He said he would send his son to cut the crops tomorrow. They said where they will go after the crops have been cut. After listening to their children, the sparrow said that nobody would come tomorrow to cut the wheat crops. So don't be scared. The next day, the same happened. As Sparrow said, no one came there to cut the crops. Many days passed, but no one came there to cut the crops. Everything was going well. Sparrow's children were very happy. One day, when Sparrow returned from the forest, she was again shocked by seeing her children's faces. They were so scared again. Sparrow asked them the reason behind their fear. They again said the farmer had came here today and discussed crop harvesting. Today he said he would send the laborers to cut the crops tomorrow. Okay? After listening to them, Sparrow again told them not to worry. No one would come tomorrow. The next day, again, the same happened. As Sparrow said, no one came there to cut the crops. Furthermore, as many days passed, but no one came there to cut the crops. Again, one day the sparrow returned from the forest and she saw her children's scared faces again. She asked again about their fear. They said the farmer came here again today and talked about the wheat harvesting. But today, he said he has wasted a lot of time depending on others. And he said that tomorrow he will come to cut the crops by himself. After listening to this, the sparrow said, tomorrow we will leave this place and make our nest in some other place. Sparrow told their children that tomorrow he would cut the wheat crops. That is why we must leave this place. The next day, the same happened as the sparrow said. The farmer came there and cut the crops. After seeing this, the sparrow's little children asked his mother if whatever you said went right every time. What was the reason behind this? Sparrow said the farmer was dependent upon his son the first time, and the second time he was dependent upon laborers. That is why the work was not completed. But the third time, he was not dependent upon anyone. That is why he succeeded this time. See, what a beautiful story the author has been shared with all of us. I hope you understood this story. Let's move ahead. Three types of people. There are three types of people I see all around me. Let's understand this. This is really fascinating. The first one is the majority of people. They never start. They never do anything. They sit there and be lazy. They never work on their dreams. They never do what they are supposed to do. They are just waiting something good to happen. So first one is the majority of the people that they never start. Okay, they just sit there and be lazy. Second type of people are those who start. Okay, they are starting, But as soon as things get hard, they give up. And then they regret why they gave up. So second people are that they will start. Okay, who start? See, they are starting. But as soon as the things get harder, they will give up and then they will regret that why we gave up. The third type of people are those who work hard. Don't give up despite hardships and keep going. They are the 1% who do become successful. So these people will start, okay, and when the things will get harder, they will still continue it. Somehow they will still keep going. And these are the people who will really succeed in their life. One must be persistent. Things are not always smooth. Things can go wrong and will go wrong. Your path will have obstacles, but you must progress towards your goals. Life is not a sprint but a marathon. Sprint, you know what is sprint and what is marathon? Sprint means you are running way too faster. Okay, I can remember my school teacher told me that we will do sprint, and I was having no idea that what is sprint. But then my one of my friends shared with me that sprint means you're running too fast at a movement. Running too fast at a movement, that is sprint. But marathon is there is no speed. You are just keep going. Sometimes slowly, sometimes too fast, sometimes medium. That is marathon. Okay, now you have been seeing that, you know, a lot of people do 10k kilometer marathon. They're going for, it means they're going for, like, you know, they will do marathon means they will run as they want, slow, fast, medium. But sprint means you are going way too faster at a movement. That is a sprint. Okay, so life is not a sprint. Life doesn't mean that you have to go way too faster at a particular movement. It is a marathon. It means sometimes slow, sometimes medium, or sometimes way too fast. Okay, it is a marathon. It's long and hard. There is no reward for the quitters who quit halfway. You must reach the finish line to achieve something. So you must reach the finish line to achieve something. Control what you can control. Let me just see how much is there. Yeah, okay, we are on the last portion, guys. Hooray! Please maintain this consistency. You must be aware of what you can and cannot control. Don't become sad when the things which you can't control don't work according to your plan. Don't confuse what you can and cannot control. Not everything is out for your control. There are a lot of things that you can control that will improve your life. You have control over your mind. So you have control over your mind. You have control over the amount of hard work you do. But you have no control over what other people will think about it. Worrying about things you can't control will make your life miserable. So what is author saying? That if you are worrying on the things that you cannot control, these things will make your life so bad, terrified, miserable. Okay. So that is how we have completed this session, which is our mindset, 100% responsibility. Please take these things with your life, like, you know, take these things in your life. So all right, we have completed this part, 100% responsibility, and please do remember these highlighted lines. I have specially highlighted that we all can take this line in our life. Okay, we all have to implement it. All right, everyone, so I will meet you in the next part. Okay, let's see what is the next one. Maybe it's comfort zone. Let me just check it. Yeah, comfort zone is your enemy. So we will covering this thing in episode number 3. If you like this video, if you want me to continue the series with more other books, then please let me know in the comment section below. Hare Krishna.